Let's start our next chapter, that is capacitance, in which the first topic is electrostatics of conductors. In this topic we will study various properties of a conductor in electrostatic condition. Here the first property, as it is written over here, is in electrostatics equilibrium, electric field is zero everywhere inside the conductor. Means when the electrostatic equilibrium is achieved, in that situation electric field inside the conductor is always zero. So this property is very important property, that electric field inside the conductor is zero. To understand this concept, let us consider we are having a conductor and let some external electric field is applied across its end of the conductor such that the direction of electric field is E naught from positive to negative charge. Here I have already shown here that along the positive charge the negative charge will induce and positive charge will induce toward the negative sign. This is simply just because the electrons from the atom have moved toward the positive charge and the negatively charged electrons have moved toward the positive charge and the remaining positively charged ions have remained toward the negative charge. So due to this, as the electrons move toward the positive charge, let us show this by E naught, the direction of movement of electron, right? Electron move toward the positive charge. Internally inside this conductor some electric field must have developed, which is known as induced or produced electric field. Now a time will reach when this EP becomes equal to E naught, right? Let us consider at an instant of time inside the electric field, inside the conductor the net electric field is E naught minus EP. A time will reach when this E naught becomes EP. In that case this electric field becomes zero, and this is the situation when charge stops flowing toward the positive end of the electric field applied. So we can say that in the electrostatic condition, when the charge stops flowing inside the conductor, electric field is zero. Our second property is electric field just outside a charged conductor is perpendicular to the surface at every point. Now the key point here is the electric field just outside the conductor is perpendicular to the electric surface, to the surface at every point. In which condition? Electrostatic condition. Electrostatic means charges at rest. Now let us assume that electric field, as I have shown here, electric field is always perpendicular to the surface. For positive charge it is directed outward, for negative charge it is directed inward, and this can be shown here for positive charge perpendicular to the surface and here for negative charge perpendicular to the surface directed inward. Now let us assume that electric field is not perpendicular to the surface at an instant, मान लीजिए, right? In this case let us consider the electric field makes an angle theta with the direction of tangent to the surface, right? In this case this component will become E cos theta. E cos theta. Now we can say that E cos theta is its component which cannot be equal to, which is equal to 0 in case of electrostatic condition, right? Because if this component exists, it means this component will provide the force to the charge to move along the tangent. Since the charges are in static condition, so charges are not moving, it means the component along the tangent should be 0. But E cannot be equal to 0. Electric field intensity cannot be equal to 0. It means cos theta is equal to 0, or we can say theta is equal to 90 degree. It means E always acts along the normal to the surface, that it is always perpendicular to the surface. So this is our second property, that electric field always exists perpendicular to the surface. Whatever is the shape, suppose this is the shape, at this point the normal to the surface is this, at this point the normal to the surface is this. So whatever is the shape, electric field will always be normal to the surface. our next property, the property number 3 is the net charge in the interior of the conductor is 0. This point could be easily explained by Gauss law. We know that by Gauss law, E dot ds, surface integral of E vector dot ds vector, is equal to q upon epsilon naught. Since we have right now proved that both the angles are E is always normal to the surface, and if I draw the perpendicular as I have explained you earlier in the previous chapter, then perpendicular to the surface and electric field for the positive charge will always perpendicular to the surface, so angle between them is 0. So you can write that E dot ds is equal to q upon epsilon naught. So since q, E and ds here, since inside the conductor, we have just proved that inside the conductor electric field is equal to 0. So from this expression, q upon epsilon naught is equal to 0 or q is equal to 0. It means inside the conductor the charge will be 0. From this point it is clear that if we have given the charge to the conductor at the center of the conductor, if we put some charge, by somehow it will rarely distribute it to the surface. So keeping the charge inside the conductor is 0. So this was the third property.